but then there's a lot of sexism, a lot of stereotypes about gender, a lot of homophobia, a lot of transphobia, and so then I don't feel welcome there anymore. And then if I look into queer spaces, there's a lot of anti-blackness, there's a lot of biphobia, there's a lot of white cis gay men who just they want to get their rights, and once they're done with that, they're out. And then it's just all about celebrating, and similarly, black men saying, oh, black feminism is tearing down the black community. We have to think about our collective problems. How can I be talking about our collective problems if I face struggles that other black men don't, So
it just showed me how I hated myself, because how you treat other people is how you treat yourself. And that's how I was treating a woman romantically. And that's just how I was treating myself at an even more romantic self-love level, self-care level. Or putting my traumas of men that I have in my body onto her. And I can see how I played a lot of the man role and being in front of the woman as if I was taking my anger out on the men that have hurt me onto this girl. Even though it's a whole different dynamic. But in its worst forms, it was me taking my cis het shit and putting it into my new gay relationship. It doesn't work.
Always when I ask why are you interested in me, why did you want to date me, is it because I like poetry, is it because I like art? No, it's because you have a big butt. And I was wait, but isn't my big butt, is that my whole personality? It was yeah, but it's also exciting to go with a black woman, you guys have different moves, you just bring the spice. And
how is that supposed to be a compliment?
There is this stereotype that black women are very horny, hot. It's just weird when you just met somebody and ask you so how are you, you're just so hot. I was okay, so this is very embarrassing, I think.
Some things women have to learn to let go of, even being in the gaze of a man.
But what if you're queer?
I wouldn't my first time with a woman to be alone, because it cannot happen under the male gaze, because then it wouldn't be authentic. And at some point, subconsciously, I'm going to perform, or it's going to become a performative act between us. And that can be competitive. It can be. I didn't want to have to get into all of that for my first time. Why would my first time with a woman and me connecting with my sexuality and intimacy on that level be under the male gaze?
So even if I'm not living with my parents, I don't have problem with my dad, I still have his voice act behave like a good girl. I felt that I wasn't free to do whatever I want, to love the person that I loved at that time. And it was hard to me to see that my brother could be free to do whatever he wants and I couldn't.
I'm going to be with who I want to be with, but I know what I want. And I know what I can no longer sacrifice for other men anymore and other people. I can no longer sacrifice my sexuality for a man. I can no longer sacrifice my sexuality for myself.